So this is Weapon Rogue. It is a deck that everybody is pretty familiar with at this point. It has had several metas where it has been pretty good, whether or not the Rust-Rot Viper is being used, but now the Rust-Rot Viper isn't being used because everybody's trying to run KAZAKUSAN or pure aggro, which means Weapon Rogue actually has a pretty decent time to shine. I will admit, aggro druid with a ton of taunt minions can be a problem, and decks that get a buttload of armor can be a problem, but since nothing is really running weapon removal, as long as you can draw the weapon, you'll actually usually find the damage to kill off any opponent necessary. Cloak of Shadows and the Shadow Crafter Scabs will definitely buy you enough time to get lethal a lot. It's just a really solid deck, especially with the lack of weapon removal out there. And then late game, if your weapon isn't enough, you got Garrote, you've got Sinister Strike, and you've got Wicked Stab, plus the Guild Trader to finish off your opponent. Mulligan for the deck is basically just find the weapon and get rid of everything else, except for maybe Secret Passage, which you can use on turn 4 to potentially find the Swine Tusk Shank. So if you guys like this fun educational content, feel free to subscribe and come back for more, because I come out with two different videos a day and basically explain how to play multiple different meta decks. Also, there's a VODs channel for you to check out full streams, because not every deck makes the cut and losses are on there. I don't mind keeping the Cutlass. Trade it away, not bad. I will admit, I had a weapon the last game and I still lost, but to be fair, it was Libram Paladin, which I think is literally this deck's worst matchup. But don't quote me on that, actually. Go on Secret Pass. Oh, wait, we drew a Shank. Never mind, we're chilling. I mean, I guess it could be Quest, and if it is Quest, we're gonna have to hope for a Cloak of Shadows, because he has his leftmost card. But it doesn't look like it's going to be. If it's control, we just have to hope he doesn't have Rust-Rot Viper, and I think we should have the damage to ultimately kill him in the late game. 1 damage there wouldn't really do anything, so I'm not really going to force it. Secret Passage turn 4. I mean, it's fine. It's not bad. I mean, I can go prep Secret Passage next turn and have 4 mana to play around with instead of 5. Please don't have Rust-Rot Viper. Most versions of that deck are running the Dragon Control version, which can't run Rust-Rot Viper because it's not a dragon. So I'm hoping he doesn't have it. If he's running the Charge version, he could have a Rust-Rot Viper, which would not be good. Interesting. Some of these decks, some of the versions of this deck actually run Rust-Rot Viper, which is kind of ironic because, you know, you have to become what you swore to, you know, defeat or something. And if you have Rust-Rot... No! Ooh, wow, man. Damage is significantly more limited now. I do like the Silverleaf Poison. I do like the draw. I think I should still be able to burst him with Bleed come late game. So it's not like it's the end of the world, Maybe I trade this first. It goes on Garrote, which is kind of cool. I mean, it's not even like he's dodging too much damage right now, right? I mean, he's not dodging no damage, but on the bright side... It's not like I've put Deadly Poisons on this already and he's dodging like 5, 7 damage per attack. It's just 3. I mean, it's a problem, but it's not that big of a problem. And honestly, I could probably just play Garrote. At least 1 Garrote now. So we can start doing a little bit more damage with the weapon. I think I want to keep Sinister Strike. Interesting that you're playing Frozen Buckler now. Very interesting. Gonna trade this and trade that. We got prep. I do like prep. The damage is gonna stay basically the same regardless because he's gonna block it. So we're just gonna do that. Probably play Cutting Class. Secret Passage. We're gonna play Cutting. We got Extortion and Cloak of Shadows. I'm losing my mind out here, to be quite honest with you. We need to get through that Bulwark. And ideally we do it and we get to keep we get to keep the weapon. So probably gonna prep out Secret Passage. I mean, do I have to prep Secret Passage at this point? I feel like I'd rather save prep for a little bit later. Interesting, okay. Silverleaf Poison's not bad. We can prep that out, actually. And then we have 5 cards left in our hand if we do this. We could SI Extortion this so we can kill it. We still have 4 mana. We get a Deadly Poison, which isn't bad, with Sinister Strike, which is not perfect. We can draw extra cards off of this. We have 5 cards in hand. We're just trying to thin out our deck at this point. 5. This will go to 6, 7. Trade, that's 8, 9, and then we play that, which is not bad. No, then we draw 2 cards off of this. Shoot. We might actually have to play Sinister Strike, which I did not want to do. Along with Garrote. I probably should play Garrote. Oh my gosh, I have to play Garrote. Oh no! Not a huge fan, not a huge fan, not a huge fan, not a huge fan, not a huge fan. We have to do that to empty out space in my hand, I think. Oh, that Bulwark is so frustrating. I mean, maybe I could have gone for another attack at some point, but I did not feel like that was correct. Oh no. Bulwark was super strong there. I don't see a way out for this game. I mean, I definitely have a lot of damage. Still, 2 Wicked Stabs. A Sinister Strike still is good burst. Not to mention the fact that we're going to be able to hit him at least a couple more times, right? We draw a Bleed. I wish I had drawn a Bleed a little bit earlier. Please draw me something better, not Bleed. I need the Bleed. Fudge. Oh, wait, I should have traded this before so I could play Swindle and actually, like, draw the minion. I'm gonna end up overdrawing, unfortunately. But, I mean, this is good damage, though. We get Swindle and Guild Trader. I think we actually have to play a Wicked Stab. Oh my goodness gracious. I think we just commit next turn. I mean, Guild Trader, so that's gonna be 11 damage. Hopefully we don't draw the Bleed. It can be a little bit more. We drew the Bleed. God damn it. Smack him, draw 2, we draw a Cutlass and a Sinister Strike, and then we play this again. I can actually still win this game, especially if we get Wicked Stab to go to 10 mana. If we hit him one more time, we're going to take a lot of damage and fatigue, but it's possible. Don't get me wrong, it's not probable, but it is possible to win. Hit... Gets him to, okay, so 26, it goes down to 18. I can do 11 damage from hand. Or I could wait one more turn and do 13 damage from hand. I'm gonna end up dying to fatigue. Justice is mine. I need him to not have another wave gaining a ton of armor. It's possible to win the game, but it's very unlikely. I think okay, no more armor. He's gonna play Rokara and I concede. Oh, no other heavy plate. We actually won. That's crazy. That early Bulwark definitely hurt, but in the end I probably misplayed the hell out of that game. I wanted to draw Bleeds early on.
Wow, gold!
Thank you so much for the sub, Bleeding Edge. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Much appreciated. Unless that was a gifted sub, in which case, thank you. No, it was a normal sub. Thank you so much, Bleeding Edge. I really do think that matchmaking is kind of rigged sometimes. I mean, could I have kept the poisons? Yeah, but the poisons are useless if I don't draw the weapon. I did draw the weapon, so that's awesome. We can trade the cutlass away. We can trade extortion away. We can play the cutlass and start doing stuff. Please be quest. You're not fudge. You're not quest. So here's what we're actually going to do. We're going to play the cutlass, and we're going to kill this off before anything bad happens. And then we're probably going to control the board a little bit with, like, this as well. Play this turn 3. Play this turn after that. And just hope he doesn't burst me down, to be quite honest. I'm fine with that. I'll SI extortion it. I guess what I could do is I could go coin this and then play Silverleaf Poison to help me start drawing extra cards, and we lose the coin and prep. No, I feel like that feels a little bit forced to me. Let's just SI extortion that and then kill this. And then we'll play this next turn with this. Draw an extra card and see where we can go from there. We had a pretty good opening hand, though, considering it was Face Hunter. That's another thing. I'm playing against Face Hunter. Like, I played Control Warrior, like I just said, and Control Shaman. And 8 of my 15 games were against Ramp Druid. And then 2 games were against Mizaki Mage, which just destroy me. However, as soon as I switch to Quest or Weapon Rogue, I play against the Shadow Priest, Quest Hunter or Warrior, Face Hunter, 2 Elemental Aggro Shamans, and I think, did I say Quest Warrior? And something else, and a Libram Paladin. Just historically really bad matchups for me. I don't think I care about a 1-1. But it's only 2 damage. I might as well kill it. I think I just play Garrote next turn for mana efficiency purposes. This isn't Battlegrounds. What do you mean this isn't Battlegrounds? Wait, is the title Battlegrounds? No, the title isn't Battlegrounds. I would have had more questions about that if somebody said it was Battlegrounds. I don't know. Point is, I feel like matchmaking is kind of rigged. Like, as soon as I switch off the deck that was doing well against something, I play against 60, 70, 80% the other thing. Like, I've played 9 games with this deck, and wait, how many? And 1, 2, 3... 4, 5, 6 have been against aggro, and then out of my 8, or out of my 9, sorry, it's not loading correctly, and then 2 against Paladin as well. Point is, it's really tilting. I think we're gonna play both Garrotes. Well, we'll hit first and see what we get. If we get something great, maybe. We get Wicked Stab, we just go with both Garrotes now. We actually can't attack with the weapon. If we attack with the weapon, we lose it. And we kind of need this weapon out on the board. We need to draw another poison. We need to draw, like, Swindle or Poison or Secret Passage would be amazing. Cutting Class would be fine. I mean, at least it would be draw 2 cards for 3 mana. I mean, I'm just getting absolutely rocked here, aren't I? Getting absolutely rocked. A bleed. I mean, we're just trying to push as much damage as we can in a short amount of time, right? We got Cutting Class. We'll play that. We get Deadly Poison and the Guild Trader, which we're going to trade, but the Deadly Poison's actually life-saving here. Trade that away. We're going to go Face. And then we're going to play Cloak of Shadows. He's got 11 damage. I think it's actually very possible that I die in 2 turns. Because he can go Piercing Shot and Hero Power, and that's the last 6 damage he needs, right? No, he needs 8 damage left. But he can probably find it. There's almost no way he doesn't find it, right? I don't know. Cloak of Shadows is going to make this all come very close, but we're going to hope for the best here. If he has 2 damage, he has potential lethal. If he doesn't, then he doesn't have potential lethal for at least 1 turn. So I can buy myself 1 turn with Cloak of Shadows. Unless he Piercing Shots now to push damage, in which case it's still the same amount of time, right? Yeah, Piercing Shot now doesn't really matter. Because that's what I was afraid of. But if I Cloak of Shadows, like, it shouldn't actually end up being that bad, right? Another bleed's fine. We got Swindle. Guild Trader will guaranteed make it lethal if I can get Guild Trader. Which I should be able to get off of this. Because then that's 4 plus both of these with the coin is 8 mana. As long as I don't die this turn, we go hit Cloak of Shadows, play Swindle, right? Hit Cloak of Shadows, play this Swindle. It guarantees draws us Guild Trader. And I'm pretty sure that means we win. Because he can't kill me. Unless he has a second piercing shot, which I guess could be the case. We're hoping it's not. But it's the only way that he can kill me from here. Because he can't target me. And then we can play... Well, I guess we actually have lethal in a lot of different ways now. Just Wicked, Wicked, Sinister, Sinister. Sinister, Sinister. We also had Coin Wicked for 6 more damage. Okay. I mean, that was a bad matchup, but we had some good early game cards to deal with it. I think I played that moderately well. Unfortunately, I didn't draw too many poisons, like Paralytic Poison helped me clear off some minions, but at the end, I guess it didn't matter. I mean, yes, technically this is a weapon, but it's not the weapon I'm looking for. To be fair, though, I mean, Cutlass trade away to get Swindle is not bad. I mean, it's going to be like prep Swindle and then trade away the Guild Trader. And we're just trying to thin out as much of our deck as possible. Because I think that doing that and literally thinning out the deck and drawing those cards is theoretically better than just putting them in my deck with the mulligans. Because I basically just drew 3 cards turn 1, right? Like, it's not bad. We're just hoping to draw the weapon. Dude, please draw me the weapon. If you draw me the weapon, this game is so free. SI Extortion, honestly, not a bad play. I respect that quite a bit. Prep, useless. We'll play this. I will prep this so I can start drawing cards because I absolutely need to draw the Shank. If I don't draw the Shank, I lose anyway. So, I mean, might as well do that. Thank you so much, Ghost Fishing, for the follow. Oh, please, please, please. Are you gonna Shadow Step it? If I were him, I'd Shadow Step it so I could play it the next turn. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
I know all the
SI Extortion, we can trade away. Let's hit first. We don't get it. Let's trade this away. Equipped a new weapon, pass. I think next turn we're just going to go Deadly, Deadly, Paralytic, and we're just going to go face because we have a lot of damage in hand. Like, we have 4, 8, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. We have 25 damage over 2 turns. Like, we should be able to win this. We just need to push damage at this point. We play this, see if we can find anything else. We get Guild Trader and SI Extortion. I mean, Guild Trader next turn doesn't win me the game. But we can win the game the following turn, maybe. We've got, like I said, 4, 8, 11, 13, 19 damage, get him to 3. I don't think I'm dead yet, so I think it should be fine. SI Extortion, we can kill one thing off. We can save the Sinister Strike. And maybe like the Garrote or a Wicked Stab or something. And then play the Guild Trader in one of those the following turns. Gets a 5/6 that can attack? No way, dude. No way, dude. No way. I mean, we do win in 2 turns if we don't die. We have to kill the 3/3. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 11 damage. 2 Wicked Stabs kills me. There's nothing I can really do about that. So I guess I just go SI extortion this. Paralytic poison for 1 more damage. Hit him. Honestly, if we go Wicked Stab, and then the following turn we have, so he'll be at 11. That's 5 plus this would be 11. Plus 2 would be 6 plus 5 is 11. So I guess I can just kill this off, limit his damage even more, and have guaranteed lethal next turn, while also giving us the best chance to survive. So now 2 Wicked Stabs doesn't kill us, although it's close.
Strike, then strike harder.
Okay. He could have placed it next to the 1-3 and done technically 1 more damage, but this is where the lethal comes in. We also had 1 more mana, so you could play the Cutlass as well. Boom. Sinister plus Wicked Stab is lethal. I can't believe we won that game without the freaking weapon, dude. That's insane. That's crazy. And we have the weapon, which is awesome. We have Swindle, which is actually pretty good. Like, if I have the weapon already, there's no reason to hold on to. Okay, and we have another Shank. That's not bad. No, your aggro elemental shaman. That's like my worst matchup. Trade this away.
Another happy guilty.
We coin this out. We hope to draw some poisons. Oh, fudge, dude.
Frost bites sharper than fang.
We kill off the 3-2, I guess. Other prep does nothing.
Justice is mine.
Quite honestly, it might end up being we lose this weapon to hit again and just play a new weapon. That's so bad. We got 6 poisons in the deck. All we really need to do is draw... Actually, I don't know what I want. I'm gonna have to kill this 2-2 off as well, right? And just replay the new weapon. We drew the Silverleaf poison. Actually, super duper good.
Justice is mine.
We're gonna wait a turn. I know it seems bad, and I could have drawn an extra card.
Nature waits for no one but me.
It honestly probably is bad. I probably should have just gone for it to draw an extra card there, but luckily we're never punished. We are actually never punished. Holy shiza. Thank God we get to kill this off. And draw an extra card. We get Deadly Poison. Beautiful. We'll slap that on there. I mean, maybe I just play Garrote now for mana efficiency. I don't think I'm ever going to burst him, right? So you need to just do damage. We need to just throw this stuff out there. We get to draw an extra card every turn. We'll probably ignore the 2-3 because the 2-3 is only like a little bit of damage. And now that we have a 5 attack weapon, we can just keep going face over and over and over again. And hope to draw Cloak of Shadows. Maybe not this turn necessarily, but by next turn for sure. If he plays this 6-4, we kill it with Wicked Stab. We have to kill it with a Wicked Stab, but luckily we do have the answer to it. Deadly Poison, actually insane. Hit face for 7. We get Paralytic Poison. Wicked Stab, Paralytic Poison, pass. I mean, if we can draw Cloak of Shadows next turn, I think we can still win. If we can draw Secret Passage, Cutting Class off of, or even just Silverleaf Poison off of the top to draw an extra card, that'd be great. Any tips on how to make a Nerf Holy Hand Grenade? Nerf Holy Hand Grenades. Good question. My answer would be, use the rubber band, use it at least, flip it around at least twice. Flip it around twice. It's very important. Because if you're not flipping it around twice, you're not going to get anything done. It's not going to pop as well as you would probably like. We got Silverleaf Poison. We do get to draw 1 extra card off of this while also having enough mana to technically play Cloak of Shadows if we get it. But if we don't get Cloak of Shadows off of this, we do, in fact, lose. We got Cloak of Shadows. We should be able to survive and now win the game. Worst case scenario, we Secret Passage. We find 1 damage item. Not damage item, damage card, and we win. The video was recommended to me and I just died. Fair enough. Fair enough. Another Cloak of Shadows.
Justice is mine.
Interesting. Well, we kill him anyway. Honestly, I hate this deck. It's so dumb. Why does it exist? It either hard loses if you don't get the weapon or get your weapon removed, or it wins because you have your weapon. There is no in between. If you guys want to see more gameplay about this class specifically, check the playlist here. And if you want to see just more gameplays in general, check the playlist here.